Spain versus Germany. What a match. Obviously, there was going to be a lot of eyes on this match because if Germany loses, they are out of the World Cup. So they already lost to Japan in the first game. So if they lose this one, they're out. So this is going to be the similar situation with Argentina and Mexico because Argentina, if they lost that match, they would have been out, but they won. So similar situation here. Germany being the winners two World Cups before this. So to be the third team to get eliminated is actually pretty bad for a team that has won the championship 4 times. I mean, it's kind of terrible for Italy too, so, because ever since Italy won the World Cup, either they've gone out of the group stage or they never qualified. So yeah, I think that's actually much worse. But anyways, this is a must win, and they did it. So they got 1 point. This game ended in 1-1, so they have a small tippy chance of still being able to qualify to the round of 16. So this match was intense, definitely, right? Because there was some parts that I felt like, yeah, it was kind of slow, but for the most part, I would say it was a great game. Germany, I would say in the last 2 matches, Jamal Musiala definitely the best player for Germany in the last 2 games. It's either him, I would say him, or Rudiger. Rudiger is just unstoppable. Even in the last match, man, he was kind of unstoppable. So, like I said, Japan needed to have some kind of teamwork in order to actually beat him and Manuel Neuer. So, for me, so far in these 2 games, I would say the best player for Germany, Jamal Musiala, he's actually really active too, and even in this match, Rudiger and Manuel Neuer. So I would say these 3 guys are the ones that is kind of keeping Germany afloat. So I'm not saying everyone else is pretty useless, but these 3 are actually doing a lot of work, especially Musiala, man. When you go to Spain, you have Pedri, you have Gavi, and Unai Simon. Unai Simon was amazing in this match, man. Like he saved some shots that I'm like, man, this guy is a great goalkeeper. And it kind of pisses me off. They keep calling him Simon. Like, who the hell says that, man? I know they're Spanish, but it's Simon or Simon. It was funny. They keep calling him Simon. Anyways, out of topic. Yeah, please don't bash me for that. But anyways, great game. This could have been a Germany victory, but VAR. Okay, look, I want to talk about this for a while, alright? Rudiger's goal, amazing. Rudiger's actually pretty famous for, if you're a Chelsea fan, you would know. He's actually good in terms of like header goals. So he was offside by his arm. Remember when I talked about this during the Argentina versus Saudi Arabia match where 2 goals was disallowed? One of those was Lautaro Martinez. He was actually offside by his arm. What did I say? I actually read it somewhere that you can only be offside for a body part that you can score with. So I actually did some digging right after that goal, and it turns out it is true. So every day you learn something new. So when watching this match, I learned that it is in fact true that you can only be offside by the body part that you can come in contact with the ball with, which obviously the arm and your hand is not one of them. So how can Rudiger be offside with his arm? Right? Same thing for Lautaro Martinez. He can score with his arm, and so how is it offside? So same thing with Messi too, but they didn't show it in another angle, so I can't really tell. But why I'm saying this is because if you watch the Canada versus Croatia match, right? One of the goals was disallowed by offside for Croatia. So the player, he was offside, and then the last man for Canada, the offside line, the line actually they put exactly at the Canadian last man's feet, not his hand, because the Canadian player's hand was far out. So the offside line was counted from the Canadian player, the last man's feet, not his hand, even though his hand was way, in front of his leg. So, and then obviously the Croatian player was offside. So I don't get it how for some matches the rules are like that where you can only the offside line is with your feet, and then for some matches like Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, and in this match you can actually get offside by your arm because Like sometimes when it comes to like tackles, tackles and challenges, you could say sometimes it's based on the referee what he want to give, it a yellow or a free kick. But these kind of offside things, I'm pretty sure you can't really change the rules, right? So how can the rules change from different matches? How can the rule be different for Canada versus Croatia, but then for this match and the Argentina match, the rules can be different, right? So the rules should stay the same. If you can be offside by your arm, then you can. So how can in some matches it's counted like that, in some matches it doesn't, right? It just doesn't make sense. The refereeing in this World Cup is kind of shitty, to be honest, right? I already said what I said about the linesmen being completely useless, some of them, because they don't really raise the flag when they see an offside. They wait for instructions from the VAR room and then they lift up their offside, which is kind of dumb because, like, what is the point of the linesman then? But then now we have these kind of issue that where sometimes it's offside, sometimes it's not offside by your arm, so it's kind of unfair. So I don't know what's going on with the referee department, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Alvaro Morata scored one goal. He scored in the last game, scored in this game, and then this at the end it was the substitute player. Sorry, I forgot his name. He scored a goal. Leroy Sané could have scored a goal too towards the end. So that one goal for Germany actually gave them some hope. After that, you can actually see Germany going more to the attack. And then also the referee didn't give a shit. He just stopped the game, even though there was still some time left. So I think who knows? I know we don't really know. Maybe if they let the was it Unai Simon? Yeah, it was Unai Simon. If they let him take the goal kick, probably he could have went in, but we never know. But the referee kind of stopped the game pretty early. So, anyways, that is Germany versus Spain. So Germany, they have a very small chance of qualifying. So it would have been bad if they actually lost this one, though. So again, they could have won by that Rudiger header, but it's not happening because, like, I'm not a Germany supporter or a Spain supporter, but for me, I care about fair. So I don't think it's fair that in some matches that rule is applied, in some matches it doesn't. So, and plus this is clearly the VAR is kind of like they can have the technology and everything for the offside thing now. So I don't know still how you could actually change the rules each match, so which is kind of unfair. So I don't know about the refereeing anymore, man. Screw 'em. It just seemed unfair because, like, if the rule is true, which I think it is, because why would a lot of websites have that rule and say it's true that you can be offside by your arm, but then in some of these matches they're not applying that rule. They're just giving offside even for your arm. So, but in some matches they're not. So, like, anyways, Germany next game against Costa Rica, they have to win because Germany is actually at 1 point right now, and also Costa Rica is at 3. So actually, no, for Germany is a must win. There is no other chance for them. They can draw actually, but Japan, it depends though. Because yeah, it depends. If Japan wins, then Germany has no chance because if Japan wins, and then Spain would be still at 4 points, right? So Germany, if they beat Costa Rica, they would go to 4 points too. But Germany cannot beat Spain by goal difference because Germany is at -1, Spain is at +7. So the only way Germany could go through is they beat Costa Rica by like 6 or 7 goals, which I don't think is possible. I mean, we never know, man. Nobody thought Spain would beat Costa Rica by 7, anyways. So the only way Germany would be granted an automatic entry is they have to win, and then Japan cannot win. So Germany has to. There's no option for Germany. They have to win, but whether they enter or not is depending on Japan. So Japan cannot win. Japan either has to lose or they have to draw because Japan and Germany, they only have 1 goal difference. Japan is at 0, Germany is at -1. So Japan cannot win. So it kind of sucks because Germany can win, but then if Japan wins, they're not going to go through. So it kind of sucks that your fate of moving on to the round of 16 is actually, it's actually determined by this other guy. So they better hope Germany don't win, bro. I mean, they better hope Japan don't win. Because if Japan wins, then it's done for Germany. 2 World Cups in a row, they're gonna go out on the group stage. So yeah, Germany fans, you better hope your team wins, and you also better hope that that Japan wins. I mean, Japan doesn't win. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, that is all for Spain versus Germany 1-1. See you tomorrow for the other tomorrow's 4 games. So until then, everyone, take care. Goodbye.